That was nice.
That was, yeah,
That
really
was
surprising.
Again, these aren't the carbonated drinks. Sorry, guys. But that was a nice little crack open.
Yeah. Oh, it says shake gently.
Is that your version of shaking it? That's crazy. Are you not swallowing?
Well, because like I opened it. I was
Yeah.
supposed to shake it. I just had a feeling I was supposed to shake it. Oh, yeah.
Swirl.
There we go. Duh. I haven't been out of the house in a few days. Can you tell?
I didn't know I could feel like that.
I just have my ice Dunkin'.
With no ice.
Yeah. No ice.
It's
It's
still
been
cold.
It's still cold.
You're geeked though?
And I'm like not really doing anything today. So
Oh.
well,
yes you are.
Yeah.
You've been working.
yeah, so in the last book of ACOTAR, there's a part where they make like friendship bracelets. So I'm like, I want friendship bracelets. So I ordered thread from Amazon, and I have been really whipping out bracelets left and right. I made Link one.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
do you want to
to?
show off your little ankle?
Oh yeah, I have one right here. You see it on
For
visual?
those of you on visual, it's purple, like a corally pink color, lime-ish yellow.
Like chartreuse.
Yeah, chartreuse, and then like a white. It's
Yeah,
cute.
I handcrafted these colors. She brought every color into my room, spread them all out of my bed, and I picked them.
Yes, and then we spread them out all over the floor, and
Oh.
Link picked her colors.
She picked all blues. And I'm like, we are just gonna struggle with this forever. People always think she's a boy when we're out and about, so now people are definitely gonna think she's a boy. I was
With
like trying to give her a pink too. I'm like, here, Link, and she would literally like turn her head, like she doesn't want pink. She
only
wants
picked
blue.
up blues.
But I remember that TikTok filter that went around where it said like
Blues and
things-
yellows or something like that.
maybe it was the yellows too. Yeah. The colors that dogs see are like shades of blue, maybe yellow, and like gray. So of course she picked those, but she was so happy.
She was like, she knew which colors she wanted. She
Yes.
picked them up with her mouth and literally like walked them over to me.
Yes.
And then we would try and like throw a couple colors in there, and she would like sniff, kind of bite at them, and then toss them.
Yep.
She knew.
She's so smart and so cute. I got her this little thing. I'm going to give it to her after this. I was going to give it to her now, but I don't want licking noises in the back of this. I got her this like cup that you fill with, I guess, anything. I did like Greek yogurt, this like skin and coat powder, bananas, like a tiny bit of kibble. I think that's all I put in there. Water. And you freeze it. And it takes them like 45 minutes to get through it, but I can't wait to give it to her after
She's
this.
probably going to get through it in like 20.
Yeah, she's with food. She's very driven.
Yeah, very driven.
It's interesting though, because like as driven as she is with food, she doesn't have a slow feeder, and she doesn't eat. She's not one of those dogs that eats
She doesn't like scarf
too fast.
No,
but I don't know. She's still so like her
just
eyes.
like focus.
Her eyes get crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy.
when there's
eyes.
food. She gets all wide.
She like doesn't blink, and she can like make eye contact with you, but then like kind of looks back at her food.
Yeah, and
Crazy.
she's not food aggressive. Like I can literally like put my fingers in her mouth while she's eating. Like she's so desensitized to that. But I don't know. She's a fat girl.
Yeah,
She just loves food.
she's just her one love in life is food.
Yes. Oh God, I love her so much. Her bracelet is so cute on. It keeps falling off because she doesn't have a wrist. But like it is. Oh, I have pictures. We'll put them up on the screen.
She fell asleep this morning. She fell asleep right at the foot of my bed.
Oh, and she has the bracelet on.
But then she did her big stretch.
Whoa. Oh, she loves her bracelet.
She loves her bracelet.
It's so cute. I took so many funny ones. I just love this one, the way she's looking at me.
And she's like, she knows. And we always call her pretty girl.
And she was really
She was really pretty. And she loves when we like call her pretty girl, because she knows she's getting something that'll like make her pretty.
Yeah, and make us like praise her.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, she's so precious.
She's so cute. Her bracelet, she's a little baby. I sent it to Monica and she said, "Oh, did she make that?" Monica's so funny.
She's
Side
so
note,
funny.
I have not been talking to my sister. Nothing happened. But like, I just tried to call her when I was downstairs folding laundry. She's like not answering me.
Really?
And like, she'll like look at our text thread and like, I don't know. I just like, what's up? You know?
Yeah,
I like send TikToks and shit and she'll respond to like one thing. Like, look at all this.
Yeah.
I'm saying like, I responded to that text. I said something. I told her she needs to go watch The Substance, which we should talk about.
Oh my God.
Then I sent her that like, and she just like isn't
She's
responding
just
as much as she
busy being a fiance.
Whatever. I'm super upset.
Have you talked to her about it?
No, because she's not fucking answering. But like, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, I'm busy. Like she's just like not gonna care. But I'm gonna be like, I answer. I'm like, hi. She's like, hi.
Like you guys both know you haven't talked to each other.
Yes, but I could tell she's like, what do you want? And like, I never want anything.
You just want to chit chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like sometimes she's in phases. You know what? I actually know what it is. She's probably not smoking cigarettes right now. Oh. Because when she smokes cigarettes is when she calls me.
Yeah.
That too, because she's all like geeks. But she calls me on her like smoke breaks.
Oh.
I'll put $5 on it right now when I blow her up her phone later today. She's gonna be like, yeah, I'm not smoking right now. That's totally what it is. Because I always get a call with her like on the back patio, cigarette in hand, like towel in her hair, like she looks like a 50s housewife hiding cigarettes. That's always when I get a call, and I don't know what's up.
Well, why is she not smoking? Did she say
she goes
through phases?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think she always just like makes sure she's like not too addicted.
Right.
So she
has a handle on it because she can stop whenever.
Exactly.
And she's not stopping because she doesn't need to.
Exactly. She's just like, huh.
Yeah.
You know what? She probably is really busy at work and doesn't have time to smoke right now. So she probably stopped smoking.
She's probably like, okay, let me just put it on the back burner for now.
Yeah. She is busy. She like, they're trying to promote her.
Oh,
and like
holy shit.
I know, huh? And she like does like, I think she's like, fuck, do I want to take on all this stuff? Cause
it's big.
She also is like still very much in her kids' lives.
Yeah.
I mean,
can we say what she does? She's an executive assistant, right?
Yes, we just can't say where.
Oh yeah, of course. But that's a big role.
Yeah.
That's a lot of responsibility. So to be promoted and into a bigger role, that's what's above executive assistant.
And I'm not sure as far as like her line
maybe
in that company. CEO,
maybe like someone's number one assistant. Like I know executive assistant.
She is.
Okay, that's currently.
So
holy shit.
I don't know. That's the last I heard though. But I don't know. I haven't talked to her in fucking 100 years. So don't know.
Wow.
Anyway, how's your sister? How's your brother? Oh. Have you talked to him?
Yeah, he actually called me the other day. He was asking my opinion, and it's funny because in our Patreon episode, we had someone write in about the same thing. He's kind of debating between two jobs right now. He's kind of at
same industry?
No. So he's at a standstill right now. He either wants to make a jump to a career that has better benefits, but not like exactly. He's an arborist. So he works in trees and he fucking loves trees and it's what he loves to do, but they don't offer benefits where he's at
all.
No.
Whoa.
Yeah. So he wants.
Is that independent contractor? Is that why they make them all independent?
No, he's an employee. I don't know what it is. It's a small like family owned company.
Okay.
At least from what I know. But anyway, he's thinking about moving just for the benefits.
Okay.
But it's not in an industry. He'd be operating cranes, which he knows how to do in his industry now, but it's not working with trees. It's construction.
Yep.
So he's kind of battling, like, do I go for what makes sense financially in the long run, or do I like stick with my passion? And I told him to stick with his passion.
Yeah.
I like stay in trees.
Especially with his like lifestyle. He's not this crazy spender. Like he lives in his means.
And that's what
he's happy.
Yes.
And that's
rich. And he likes going to work.
Yeah.
And like, if you know my brother, he's all about trees, and he literally gets to work in trees all day, every day.
Yeah.
And how could you pass that up?
Mm-hmm.
And I told him that.
Is it
and
like,
and he's like, that's what everyone's telling me, but I feel like I just need to like, because the offer's like good from the other company. Yep. He's like happy it's on the table. It's an option, but if any of you guys are out there and debating, like, do I go for something that like makes sense financially?
Yeah.
It's a I don't know. I feel like we're constantly given options that make sense on paper,
Mm-hmm.
but like, why? Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Exactly.
You know? And he's happy. And I told him, look, and he even said, he was like, if that
offer didn't come, he wouldn't have even thought about leaving his job.
Well,
right?
No, he had said he gets like bored, but with a specific company. Like yeah. So, and he even said, if I moved over to construction, I like, no, I wouldn't like going to work every day. And I'm like, there's your answer.
You already feel that way now?
Yeah. And you're not even working there yet.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So just like stick with your passion.
Yeah. If you're there, you're already the lucky one that you've not only found it, but you've found a position in it. And
he said, you know what's funny? He said the role that is offered to him, everyone in that role now, it leaves that role and looks for the position he's in now.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's like, everyone in that industry wants to make the jump over to trees.
Yeah.
And he wants to go that way.
Yeah.
And for benefits, which I totally get. Like we even had that conversation.
Yes.
Like paying for health insurance out of pocket is disgusting.
Really, really terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, to work for a company, like I've never really know because I've been blessed enough to work for companies that offer benefits, but I wouldn't pay for health insurance. I couldn't do it.
It's fucking ridiculous. I pay a lot of money for really not good insurance at all. It's such bad insurance, and I'm paying a lot.
Like a stupid amount of money.
But it's also like I'm not complaining. It's just like the juxtaposition is really crazy to see, and like it's the price you pay because I also have a lot of freedom, and I also like I have my own rates, and like there's also so much beauty in what I do, but like the benefits part, back to that point in your brother's situation, like fuck man, it really is important if you can to find the place with good benefits, match your 401k, like
the 401k. That's another thing that he was like, I need to work for No, he wants to work for a company with a 401k.
Oh, his doesn't have that at all.
Yeah. He invests on his own independently. He has a Roth and whatever.
Good.
But no, he doesn't work for a company that It's so weird. It's so weird that we have to choose the course of our lives based on what these big corporations have to offer us. It's disgusting. You know what? I would love to have this conversation with our friend Shelby, works for a big wig.
Like think of like the biggest company right now. It's probably that one.
Yeah. She works for a fucking big wig, and she's kind of going through the same thing. Yeah. Companies offer literally an arm and a leg and just milk everything out of you because they know that you won't leave because
you're taken care of.
Yeah.
But your day to day, you're like KMS.
Yes. It's disgusting. And I know that if I if I wasn't offered benefits, I wouldn't have health insurance. I'd be raw dog in life.
Yeah. You're healthy.
Exactly. That's another thing me and my brother talked about. I was like, when's the last time you actually went to the doctor? He was like, a decade.
Yeah.
He's a healthy guy. He's never had to like
go and do
there's always the what, especially in his line of work. He literally climbs like 40-foot trees,
and they're not like covered. There's not some.
I'm sure there's yeah, no, I'm sure there's insurance and shit.
I'm like, are we like,
if he got hurt on the job?
This company? No.
If he got hurt on the job, I'm
they're
sure
covered.
There's insurance, but it's like
that's it.
Yeah,
it's not like if he like has a sore throat and like wants to go get antibiotics, like he can't. Well,
or you have to pay. Yeah, you have to pay out of pocket. But that'd be me.
I've done that. That's what made me hurry up and get health insurance. I went about like a year and a half without health insurance at age 26 when I got kicked off mom.
Yeah.
I was like, and I was already doing this job.
See, but with you, it's worth it to like pay the monthly because you do take advantage. Like you make your appointments, you go.
Yeah.
And like your deductible makes it worth it.
Yeah.
But like those one-off things.
Yeah.
Maybe they're big chunks at a time, but it like, might be less than what you're paying monthly.
Yes.
It's absolutely this weird like debate you have to go through in your head.
Yeah. And I did. And what made me just get it was I went for a UTI. I wanted to get antibiotics for a UTI, and my whole visit was like $480 for fucking amoxicillin or whatever the fuck they give you for UTI. Like, I was like, okay, that's a lot of money for a one-time visit. God forbid I need to come back for another round. That's another $480. I'm going to go get health insurance right now. And I did. It's a stressful situation.
When my kidney stones, do you remember how much that bill was?
You were covered.
Oh, I was covered.
Right,
I was under my mom's insurance, but when I had kidney stones,
30 grand.
Yes, my bill was $32,000 because I went to the ER. I did every test under the sun the first time I had a kidney stone. Yeah. I was literally crawling on the floor of the emergency room. I was in so much pain. They did MRI, CT, X-ray, ultrasound, everything under the sun. They had me hooked up, but my bill coming out was $32,000.
What'd you pay?
$5.
Your parents have fire insurance.
My mom works for a hospital.
Yeah, so you have like the insurance of all insurance.
I paid $5. It's crazy.
God, that's so crazy.
But the bill, and that's billed to insurance companies.
So they pay
it.
Okay, but like you're also paying.
And that's also why insurance companies now have not now, this has always been a thing, but they have like the ability to turn down people.
Yep.
If they saw my record of having 3 kidney stones and that $32,000 bill racking up 3 times, they could just be
terrible person to have under
for them. I don't want to pay for you.
Which is crazy because the health insurance should be for the people who are sick.
Hello.
Anyway,
we don't have to get into it.
Yeah. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, guys.
What a like stressful conversation for us to have out the gate. Monday morning, everybody's on their way to work.
And they're on their way to work. They're like, fuck this.
They already hate this job. They're like, sorry, guys.
I mean, if you can work for a company with insurance, either choose your passion or
die trying.
No, literally. Oh, these are nervous laughs, guys.
Super nervous. Stay healthy.
Yeah. We're forced to choose. Mm-hmm. We are forced to choose.
Which is disgusting because it should just be our right. I'm moving to Canada. What's that all about?
Wow. Well, so my ex-boyfriend, he's Canadian and his family's from Canada, and his grandfather, RIP, he was in and out of the hospital, and we went to go visit him. And it's the healthcare there is very similar to like what we get out here. But I was like having a conversation with his grandma. I was like, what is it like not having to like
give an insurance card when you check in?
Think about all of that during all of this, because I mean, that's a huge thing when a loved one is like end of life care. The money, I mean, I'm going through it right now with my Oma, the amount of money that you have to pay.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God, it's disgusting.
It's very expensive to die in America.
So imagine thinking about, okay, I'm about to lose a grandparent, but also like, how the fuck am I going to pay for this?
Yes. And then like, you can't, so then the debt just goes on to you because they're dead.
It's so weird.
I wish our debt just died with us.
Does it not? Does it transfer? Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
It transfers, baby.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I was aware of that one.
Should we call our parents? Fuck. Did you see like my actual fear in my eyes?
You were like, you better not fucking die.
Like I just realized.
God. That's why funeral homes are so lucrative.
Yeah, no, they really always have a customer.
Always. And they make a lot. What is like that? Let me Google it. The average cost of a funeral in the United States. It's in the tens of thousands.
Oh, I'm gonna say like 35 grand.
Okay. Based on our research, the average funeral costs between $6,971 and $7,848, depending on whether you want a burial or a cremation.
Oh, I was way off.
It's okay. That's still fucking guap.
Well, if you want to have a pop-in funeral, it's
and like one of those big headstones.
Yeah.
Like I
want like a jumpy house. Put my body in there and jump around me.
You know the big things that like blow the air into it? They can blow your cremations into. Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, so that would probably be like 35, but okay, yeah, still $7,000 is want to be thinking about that when someone's dying around me. Okay, all jokes aside, you guys, it really is so important to stay on top of your health. I've actually been dealing with some health stuff that I've been putting off, but ZocDoc is a great resource to see everything you need to do to stay on top of all in one place through the app.
ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality, in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. Sometimes it's so difficult and it's such a hassle just to even find people who are in your network. So I love that on the app, you can literally just like filter with your insurance. You put all of your insurance information in, filter through, and you are only shown people who are in your network.
Yeah, we're talking in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skincare, and much, much more. Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score same-day appointments.
One thing I love about ZocDoc is it gives you a little checklist of everything that you need to get done when you need to get it done. So you have your 6-month teeth cleaning, you have your eye appointments, your yearly gynos. They give you everything you need to do when you need to do it, so you really stay on top of your health.
I really do love how the app and the website show patient reviews. It helps ease your mind in the process of finding that doctor. You can actually like see a picture of them, see what other people are saying. I don't know. I never like going to appointments blind. I like to know who's going to see me, kind of connect with them before you actually connect with them. Again, ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high quality in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment.
We love booking with ZocDoc, so stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/Oddvice to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today.
That's ZocDoc.com/Oddvice. ZocDoc.com/Oddvice.
Thanks, ZocDoc.
Anyway, yeah, we saw The Substance last week. It is so fucking good.
Oh my God, it is so
with
good.
Demi Moore.
That's I think so. Barbarian has been like my number one horror thriller.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's The Substance, if not tied, has taken its place.
Yes, it is my favorite movie this year. It's probably my favorite movie within the past like 3 years.
It's
5 years.
So
it's
good.
It is so good. It's I don't want to say too much because it's still out in theaters. So like, I want you guys to really please go see it if you can, but don't look anything up. I will say if you have a sensitive stomach to like gore, it's as much as I'm going to say, but like don't take that with a grain of salt. Take this very literally that if you are sensitive stomachy, maybe don't see it in theaters because the sound design is also really, really detailed. So if that kind of stuff freaks you out, definitely wait till you could just watch it like on your normal TV. But God, in theaters, it was really cool to be immersed in. And it had me kicking my feet.
Oh my God.
I literally was stomping like I'm in the seat, like excited, overwhelmed.
It was
so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I actually was going to ask you about this. Did you notice the guy I didn't see like who they were, but the person at the end of our row got up and left?
No.
In the last 30 minutes.
Are you serious?
I was going to ask you if you saw that.
Oh.
So like, yeah, that could happen too.
Yeah, it's very,
it's just a lot.
It's a lot. It's, yeah.
That's all we're going to say, but it's
we
so
went into
good.
it. We went into it pretty blind.
Yeah.
And literally the whole you can't predict what's going to happen next.
No.
And I very rarely say that about a movie.
That's why I loved it.
Oh.
Because like,
everything was a left
the whole
fucking
time.
turn.
It's, yeah, you think you know where it's going. Also, the deeper meaning of everything is so great too. It was executed so well. There's so many cool, I don't want to say what it is, but we're so vague right now. But if you've seen it, you know what we're talking about. Like there's just so many cool parallels and like it's just so well done. And Demi Moore was so good in it. Margaret Qualley, is that her last name?
I don't know.
Margaret.
I like her though.
Yeah, she was really, really good in it. Oh, just 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Let me see what it's still rated. When we went opening weekend, I want to say, and it was a 8.9.
We went that Friday and we were like, why are all these seats taken? We're like, oh, it just came out.
7.9 on IMDb.
It was like 8.2 when we went, I think.
Yeah, I think it was 8.9.
Oh, 8.9. Wow.
Yeah. But that's bound to happen the longer it's out.
Of course.
I'll
I'll give it I'll give it a 10 out of 10, honestly. I don't know why I'm even trying to nitpick. I have not stopped thinking about it. I woke up the next morning thinking about it. And it's not the type of like thriller horror where you're like, can't sleep with the lights off. So like,
I felt uncomfortable.
Yes, it's uncomfortable, but like if you're one of those people that's concerned about scary movies because like you don't like going home in the dark, because like I get you, it's not that type of scary. So like you're good. But yeah, it's it'll have you feeling weird,
icky,
like
skin crawling.
Yeah, like I was also like anxious at certain parts, like just very like overwhelmed to say the least of what was going on.
Yes,
but I loved every moment of it.
Yeah,
I liked that the movie made me feel that way because like I don't know, nothing has made me feel that way in a long time.
And it was shot beautifully, like the colors, the camera angles was so great.
It was so well done. So go see it. 10 out of 10.
I also you need to watch this, but I also watched Kristen Bell's new show on Netflix
with Adam Brody.
Yeah, what's it called? Nobody wants this.
Nobody
wants this.
Nobody wants some. I know it has no. I can see the like letters.
Nobody wants this, or no one wants this. Nobody wants this. It's so good.
What does nobody want?
Watch it.
Oh, you can't say.
Well, I mean, I can. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
I want you to. Her.
Is it like a spoiler?
Well, not her. It's really good. I kind of just want you to watch it.
Okay.
It's two sisters, and they have a podcast, and they talk about relationships and sex and everything, but they have very different perspectives on.
Okay.
No, literally us. Literally us. One of the sisters' approach to dating is very much so like, I don't want to say calculated, but it's okay. Don't text too much. Don't be crazy. Don't do
calculated.
This. Yeah, calculated. It's very like a formula. And the other one I think is kind of itching to get out of that mold and wants to just like be herself, but she also wants to like find a guy who lets her feel that way. And I think nobody wants this is her. Like nobody wants her emotions, her being raw and herself and like unapologetic.
Okay.
I don't want to go too deep into it.
That was a good synopsis.
Yeah, I think you guys should watch it. It's really good. And they hit all those points in a really cool way with like dating apps and first dates, and when two girls are like trying to figure out what to say to this guy next.
And it's like accurate.
Yes.
It's well done.
Yes.
Because I feel like some shows will bring in that like girl code and it's like corny. It's like, that's not actually what girls are.
It's so like, it felt like us.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's really good.
I do need a show. I just finished.
I finished the whole thing in one day.
Yeah, I did that with White Lotus yesterday.
Yeah.
I watched.
It's very easy with like small miniseries.
Yeah, it has like 7 or 8 episodes. I forgot how short White Lotus was. I watched season 1 because we're going to Hawaii this week.
You're leaving Tuesday.
By the time you're listening to this, I leave tomorrow.
Yep, and I'm Thursday.
I'm going to LA first to just kind of like break up the long travel and then just get a little acclimated to the time zone. Quick, like 48 hours in LA and then off to Hawaii for a week.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just got the like last bits of my my outfit for the wedding, and I'm
so glad that it all came together.
Yes,
because it was crunch time for a minute there. We both were like, holy shit, it's in 2 weeks. And I feel like these last 2 weeks flew by.
It's just like ordering shit.
Yes.
We had packages at the door like literally every day.
Yep.
A lot of returns were made. But
yes. No, I literally just did 3 while I was out. Yes. But
I haven't tried on my full outfit all together like ready. And I don't think I want to do that until morning of.
Yeah.
Because I know it's going to work. I just
let it be the first time.
Yeah. I want to be like surprised seeing it for the first time.
Yes. Yes.
Because I'm also the type, like if I'm too, even if I like it, if I'm too comfortable in an outfit, I just get sick of it. So I change.
Like, oh, I already saw this together. So yeah. I'm the same exact way. Okay. So for this week's episode, we asked you guys to send in all things, just general advice column. Our month, I feel like we do this once a month, but why do I feel like we haven't done this in like 6 years?
Well, we didn't do it last month because we were in Cincinnati and that was our bicycle episode. Sorry, guys. And we actually got a couple comments that were like, we need a general advice episode. So here it is. End of the month. Every last Monday of the month, we do a general advice column where you guys email us in anything and everything that you're going through and we try and help you out.
Already looking at some of these subject lines. Holy shit.
Yeah?
Yeah. Can I start with this one? I haven't even opened it.
Oh, wait.
Do you already know which one it is?
I think so.
Okay. It says, help, I see dead people.
Oh, okay. Then that's crazy. I'll read this one next, though.
Okay. Ooh, spooky season. Okay. Stay anon, please. First of all, thanks for being you guys. Easily become some of my comfort creators.
Aw.
Thanks. I know this sounds crazy, but I think I might be a medium. This started happening years back after losing a dear friend after high school, at least 8 years. I see my deceased family, friends, pets, coworkers, and few strangers here and there, in the same room every time.
Wow.
Earlier this year, while I was driving, I had my grandpa, who I'd never met in real life, he died in his 40s, warn me of my brother's death before it was going to happen.
Oh my God.
He had only come through a few times before this. I was trying to get answers from them as I felt an energy shift and they needed to tell me something. When he came through, all he said was brother. When I asked what this was about, I have a few brothers, to be honest. I was thinking he was talking about my mom's brother as he had been having some health issues. I felt the same energy shift in the earlier days of March, but a friend's 2-year death anniversary was coming up, so I chalked it up to that. I kept thinking her anniversary was the 9th and the days leading up to it. To remember, it was actually the 6th. I believe it was them trying to warn me of what was to take place on the 9th, my mom's birthday. My brother ended up not waking up that morning. That same day, he came into the same room in my head.
Oh my God.
I'm not quite sure if it's a deep-seated coping mechanism for all the death I've experienced in life, a pure fascination of death, or just plain old memento. I thought you said memento. Plain old mental illness. But this one has hit me different from any other conversation I've had with them. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe it's real, but it was my experience. I've felt intuitive in ways like this my whole life. This was the first year I've truly tried to embrace it, even before another devastating loss. I'm afraid to share with those who may not understand. I think you might. Love y'all for real. SOS, I see dead people. Totally believe you. 100%. This is not unheard of. I think it could be a combination of your concerns. Maybe, you're obviously gifted on a level that, we couldn't understand because we don't know you personally, but maybe talk to some other people in your family. You'd be surprised if they're kind of, having these same experiences. Mm-hmm. But it also I guess in addition to all the unfortunate death you've been around, I'm very sorry. That does create a very thin veil within your reality. So that could also be like
what's your
part
catalyst?
Of this.
Yeah.
If I were you, I would talk to a medium about how they started learning about their clairvoyance. I think that'd be a good place to start, because as much as we understand and we believe you, I would love for you to speak to someone who is having these same exact experiences. I don't think you're crazy though. Mm-hmm. I think you'd be acting a little more crazy and you wouldn't be questioning it if you were crazy.
Yeah.
For you to just be like, I think I know what this is.
And the comfort
what it is.
Yeah. The comfort you feel with it. I feel like that wouldn't come hand in hand with seeing what you're seeing.
Yeah. Yeah. I would talk to a medium. That's quite cool.
Yeah.
And I encourage you to channel it more.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's an incredible gift to have. And, you said it might be a coping mechanism. I think it's a gift of a coping mechanism, because you're kind of this bridge between realities, or not, they're both reality, but bridge between realms, if you will. And that could be healing for you and healing for others if you're willing to give the energy to others. And, if you pick up something and you want to tell somebody, I don't know. I think it could be really cool for you.
It's I don't think it's anything that you should be ashamed of.
No, exactly.
It is a gift.
Yeah.
And I think at some point in our lives, we all kind of wish we could see and feel loved ones that have passed. And if you lean into it and share your gift, I think it could be a very beautiful thing.
And get stronger.
Yes. Okay. This is the one I thought you were going to read. Here's the next one. It's called My Boyfriend Isn't Funny and I Don't Know What to Do.
Ooh, that's even scarier. Yeah. That's spooky season. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I actually
couldn't.
I'm like already
couldn't. Okay, hold on.
No, my boyfriend needs to be so funny.
Funnier than me sometimes.
Yes, but not all the time.
That's why I said sometimes. Okay. Help, longtime listener / watcher, but first time writer, and would really love to hear your opinions on this. Please keep anon. So hi, I'm going on 3 years with my boyfriend, and it's truly been a lovely time. He's kind, patient, considerate, and pretty much everything you'd want in a life partner. But he doesn't make me laugh all that much. Don't get me wrong, we have a good time and we laugh overall, but it's mainly because of something I say or do. I'm a funny person. And I know that because you guys are funny and only funny people get other funny people. True. Love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Even like when we meet someone and we get a little hint that they have humor.
They have the thing. Yes. I'm like, they're with it.
Yep. Okay. There's been a few instances the past couple months where he tries to make a jab or a joke, but it doesn't land. It just doesn't land. At least not for my type of humor. And it's followed up with a passive, you never laugh at my jokes.
Oh.
Or you never think I'm funny. I don't even know how to respond to that. So I give my best fake reassuring laugh and we move on. To make this a little more confusing, I feel like he doesn't receive my humor all that great sometimes either. I'm pretty sarcastic and absolutely love some banter. I love giving it and I love receiving it. There have been a few times where I try to incorporate friendly teasing and it seems like he truly gets offended. He's not rude or reactive or anything. He'll just respectively shut it down before it can even evolve into a flirty back and forth.
Damn.
This is
hard.
Probably the hardest entry we've ever
received.
Two of my closest friends just got engaged this year. While we both agree that we're not in a rush and we'd rather buy a home together first, I can't help but question if this is something that would become an issue for me later down the road. I feel so guilty because he is really an amazing guy and the most supportive partner I've ever had. I haven't brought it up to him yet, but I think I should. I just have no idea what to say. How would you guys move forward in this situation? P.S. Even if this doesn't make it to the podcast, it's therapeutic in itself to write out my honest feelings. I haven't talked about this with anyone yet, and it's weighing on me. So thank you for doing what you guys do and creating a safe space for all of our thoughts and feelings. Oh, I'm glad you wrote in. Thank you for writing in. This is really hard.
I wouldn't confront him about it.
No, I was gonna say
it's not like it's not his fault.
It's not. I was gonna say it's not. Our humor.
He's not doing anything wrong.
No, he's not doing anything wrong, and our humor is so like deeply ingrained in us. He can't change his sense of humor. No. He can't like relearn how to be funny or how to take jokes or how to dish them.
That's so to your personality. Yeah. Like what you think is funny is totally subjective.
Yes. So it's not something you can teach or change. And I
go to clown school.
Yeah. I quite frankly think that if you brought it up to him, he would be even more defensive.
I wouldn't bring.
There's nothing he could do about it. I do think this is something that all jokes aside, clearly, I think this is something you actually need to take into consideration because for me personally, I could not imagine being 80 and gray and like life has passed us and me not be able to laugh with my partner.
Yeah.
That in like the darkest of days too, you need to be able to laugh with the people around you. Yep. And if it's like actually not hitting and you lose that part of you because the person that you're with isn't able to like even acknowledge it or recognize it,
match it.
Yeah. That's a really, really, dark place to be.
Yeah, I think like if you really strip down this entry, you're pretty much just noticing you have different love languages.
Yes.
That's all. And that happens. And we would say the same thing if the entry said, I like physical touch and they don't, or whatever it is. I think this is just a matter of that. And I would take it seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very seriously.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just not a match in like love then, or I don't want to discredit your love.
I think
but
I think you guys could love each other.
Of course. I took that back. It's just like, I'm not going to say like, oh, you have to leave him now. But like, I also am like, but you can't like bring it up and have him just like change it. You have to ask yourself how much you're willing to, I guess, compromise your, something you really do value. Funniness, humor. If
humor is a big thing in your life, in your love, in your relationships, and it's not something that you're willing to give up on, and I really want to hit this home, thinking years down the line in those rough times, in those times where, humor is a big cope for all of us and to different degrees. But if that's something that like falls into your life, then I would consider whether or not you want to give that up.
Yeah. God, these subject lines are good. Y'all are going through it. Sorry, that's rude. So am I. Okay, next entry. Boyfriend equals acne. Your girl needs help. Oh. Well, hello there, lovely ladies. The thought of y'all reading this is literally giving me goosebumps right now. Ooh, goosies. I have been
chicken
watching.
skins.
Ew. Gross.
You don't call it that?
No. Goosebumps. I've been watching Kristen since the beginning of it all. This just sounds so crazy. Since 95. And I've been watching you all your life. And listening to you too has become a Monday tradition for me. Anyway, hope you both and Link are doing well. I'm just going to get right down to it. I'm a 21-year-old female in my senior year of college, and I've been in a happy and healthy relationship to the most amazing man for a year now. Let's call him Ethan. My relationship with Ethan has progressed, and I have noticed my acne is starting to flare up again. Flashback to the high school days, my acne was so bad. It was my biggest insecurity for most of my teenage years. It got to the point where I hated to look at myself in the mirror or even make eye contact with anyone in fear of them noticing my skin. I obviously know none of the people in my life cared that I had acne, but it absolutely wrecked my self-confidence. After trying every product under the sun without success, I finally bit the bullet and went on Accutane, which worked like a damn charm. My self-confidence came back, and I have finally felt like myself again for the past 2 years. Keep in mind, I have very acne-prone skin, and even touching my face would still result in a small breakout. Now, flash forward to present day. Ever since I started hanging out and spending the night with Ethan, my acne has started to come back. It's not nearly as bad as it was back in the day, but bad enough to take a blow to my self-confidence. Keep in mind, Ethan has facial hair, which I know can carry helibacteria, so I suspect that could be a main culprit. Because of this, he makes sure to clean his beard every single night before bed, but it doesn't do much to help. I also noticed when I went home for winter break last year, we were separated for almost 3 weeks, my acne began to subside. I constantly see social media posts trying to trick my brain by saying that acne means my body's rejecting him, but I refuse to believe that's true. I love this man more than anything, and we have stuck together through thick and thin. On to some advice. Have you ladies ever struggled with something like this? Does sleeping next to someone else make your skin flare up? Or are boys just naturally stinky and covered in bacteria that my skin hates? Anyway, thank you so much for maybe reading this and giving us all a place to rant and vent. Love you both. Please keep anonymous. I picked this reading because I feel like we've never really talked about it. Like you even see things on social media about boy air.
Yeah.
And like the staleness of boy air. It's a fucking thing.
It's real.
Do I think your body's rejecting him? No.
I think that's like last option here.
And like, I think you'd be getting like UTIs and stuff.
Other signs.
I think it could be so many things. You are an acne prone person, as you mentioned. Sure. Someone else's skin pH, you're sharing pillows. I think all of this could be a culprit of it. Now, what to do about it? I mean, you could have like a silk pillowcase when you go to his place. That's like only.
wash his pillowcases.
Yeah.
That could be it.
Yes. Just like, and not to like throw him under the bus, but it's just to keep to literally keep like bacteria at bay, if you will.
Yeah.
I think that would be like a really smart thing to do, or have your own pillowcase that you bring and like you use on your pillow or whatever. Another thing too is just like hormones. Now that you are in this relationship and like if you are sexually active, your body is producing different hormones than it does when you're single. Like women's hormones, not that it's like totally different, but they do slightly change when you are like sexually active with someone. That could also be a culprit here, where like your body's just
changing,
moving a little different because you're moving different. So yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong. I mean, there isn't anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with acne, period. But you know, you're super valid to feel kind of discouraged and uncomfortable with it given your past. And I think there's just little precautions you can take. You know, I think it's great that he's like, that's so sweet of him to be like washing his beard every night. I think that's like super thoughtful and, you know, a great thing to do. Try a silk pillowcase. I think you'd be surprised because I'm pretty sure those are, the word we were trying to say the other day, microbial.
Oh, microbial.
Microbial. That word is so hard.
Yeah, it's super weird.
But like, yeah, like bacteria doesn't live as easily on that as it does like cotton or jersey or whatever.
Also, ask him what laundry detergent he uses, because maybe you're like allergic to a laundry detergent, or it flares something up in you. So there's so many other factors that could be the culprit.
Yeah.
I get it, like jumping to the worst. Like, does my body not like my boyfriend?
I would go there too.
Yeah, valid
That's why
thoughts.
out the gate. I don't think it's that.
It's not.
You know what today is?
What?
September 28th, my half birthday.
Oh shit!
I'm 29 and a half today.
You want to take a shot?
Ooh. No. That's actually why we're going to Hawaii. My half birthday.
Yeah.
Imagine.
This is all you stand up in the middle of the wedding.
Thank you guys for coming here.
Thanks for coming. During the welcome party.
Ding, ding,
you walk
ding,
in with
ding,
a sash. Birthday girl.
Oh my God, what a bitch.
Okay, here's the next one. It's called Did I Spend $100K on a Bad Decision?
I just clicked on that.
Oh,
one.
really?
Yeah.
Ooh,
we're on the same wavelength today.
Yeah, these are good, you guys.
Are good.
Thank you for
I'm
writing in.
this.
Okay, good afternoon, beautiful ladies. Please keep anonymous. I'm a long-time listener, but this is my first time reaching out. Therefore, I must spend a moment telling you each how much I love and adore you. I began listening in 2020 when you two helped pull me out of a 4-year toxic and abusive relationship. I can picture myself on several occasions driving back from his house listening to your episodes and crying. Thank you. Holy shit. I'm so proud of you.
That's
oh my God.
One of the hardest things to do in this life. Good for you. Like,
oh my God, I'm so proud.
Don't give us that credit. We were
that's
just
all you.
Talking through the speakers. Like, you had the courage and you interpreted what we were saying in such positive ways. Like, you held that power the whole time and still do and will always. So good on you.
Wow. Okay. In regards to my feeling lost situation, I must confess that the subject heading may be a bit dramatic.
Aww.
I started... Damn it.
Dang it.
It's not as bad as we thought.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
I started law school in August of 2022, and prior to that, I finished my bachelor's and had spent my junior and senior year volunteering for local immigration groups and writing letters to detainees.
Wow.
This sparked my interest in social work, which eventually led me to law school. While I am very fortunate to have a stepmom who cares a lot and has helped pay for most of my childhood, I was on my own if I wanted to get an advanced degree. While my law school is very cheap, hint, $100K for 3 years of law school is what some students spend in 1 year. It does not make the anxiety of loans go away. While I did well in undergrad, being a 4.0 student in top 10% of my class, that has changed in law school.
Wow.
I now have a 3.2 GPA, struggle with concepts, and feel imposter syndrome looming above me daily. When I sit myself down and force myself to think about my future, I know that I want to be a lawyer, and I think I'm going to be a great advocate for my clients. But I cannot help to think that this career is going to crush me before I even get started. The bar exam has been haunting me since before I even applied. Can I succeed when I'm not top in my class? I just feel like I need to do well in school or I will not do well in practice. I guess I'm asking you, am I capable? How do I build confidence in a career setting? Will imposter syndrome ever go away? Apologies for any confusion or misdirection on the situation. As you can tell, I'm lost. Need more context? I'm 25 years old. I have a partner who just graduated law school and passed the bar, but he was near the top of his class. I have a hard time asking him for help because I do not want to be seen as stupid. He would never make me feel that way. I just have massive anxiety. I included pictures of my life because I think you can feel energy and vibes through photos, and it may guide you in answering my questions. Oh, you're so cute. Oh,
sweet girl.
Sweet baby angel. Oh my God.
You can't be afraid to ask for help, sister.
This is, I'm going to say 98% imposter syndrome. And
100%. Yeah. Yes.
Comparison in such a like gnarly field, and in college it's so competitive, and this like fight to be top of your class. I mean I get it,
of course,
and I see the like want and need and desire to be successful in your field and want to be like that person. But you guys are all going to school, learning these such a wealth of knowledge to help so many people, especially in the field that you're doing it in. And that's what's important.
Yep.
Not being top of your class. Because at the end of the day, 20, 30 years down the line, no one's going to give a fuck if you were top of your class, just that you helped them get through what they were trying to get through in your line of work.
Yep.
That's what's important.
Yeah, I think the competition that universities put on the students, I see why they do it for like shallow reasons, but it doesn't, like, I don't know, it doesn't really mean anything, because like then you're giving these students an incentive to be top of class rather than their incentive being that this is their true fucking passion.
Yeah.
And like, don't let that get in your head. And you're at this school, you are in this major alongside these people. You're just as deserving to be in that position
and capable.
Yep. You wouldn't be there if you weren't. And you really got to trust that right now and fucking forever. It's totally imposter syndrome, which again, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, we all have it.
And to answer your last question, does it ever go away? Unfortunately, it does not.
It's just, that's why reminding yourself of things like this, the reality of the situation, rather than like this imposter syndrome you're feeling, can kind of bring you back to earth. But like I said out the gate, you got to lean in, like, look at your imposter syndrome as like, okay, if you feel that way and you're comparing yourself to all these peers, then ask them questions. If you think they're, so much smarter and all the things, then surround yourself with them, and that will rub off on you.
Yeah.
And you'll also rub off on them. And like, I wish that's how we all viewed, honestly, the world, and especially like education, but it does get so competitive for what? But your boyfriend, even like you said, like, he would never make you feel any type of way, but you're afraid to ask, like,
because you're afraid of looking stupid. But
girl, you gotta let that go. If you will only look stupid to the people that feel fucking stupid about themselves, like, you aren't stupid. You're not gonna.
You're
look
in
stupid.
Law school. Hello.
Yeah, you're the smartest person ever, honestly. And like, yeah, you would have to try hard to look stupid at this point, because the questions you're asking, if they were actually stupid, you would have already flunked out of school. Like, you really, like, I'm sorry if this is harsh. I feel like I'm kind of yelling. I'm so super sorry. Turn down the volume. But like, you gotta just like hype yourself up at this point, is what I'm trying to say. And you're right.
There for a reason. You're deserving.
Yes.
You're capable.
Yes.
You're going to graduate alongside everyone else in that class. It doesn't matter if you're third top, fifth top, 10th, 30th. It does not matter.
They're just going to get a little stupid blue rope around their neck on graduation day that,
but like,
you might not have. But like,
who gives a fuck?
They're not going to have that when they're defending fucking real humans in the world. Like, nobody gives a fuck about your blue ribbon.
No. It shouldn't be like this hierarchy of knowledge.
No. Knowledge is knowledge.
It should be spread for the masses.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah. Facts. Yeah, you got this. This is what you're here for.
Mm-hmm.
And you're there for a reason.
Yep. Just trust that and like focus on you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about what people are doing around you. Just put that energy back into yourself and
lean into your boyfriend too, because he graduated doing what you're doing, taking probably the same classes. Like, and you even said, I know he would never make me feel stupid. That is your own insecurities talking.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but he's not going to make you feel stupid. So lean into him. Be like, yo, you took this class 2 years ago. Give me the tea. Like, it should be an open conversation, especially with your partner.
Yeah.
And he's there for you.
I almost feel like at this point, like to asking him things, it's not that you're like, clearly it's not that you're not capable or that you're not, you know, smart enough or any of that. I think you'll actually find so much relief when you start asking him or any of your other peers for opinions or advice, because they're going to be like, dude, what? You already did it right. Like say they're checking a paper or something, like it's already right. You're going to be like, oh my God, wait, like I was doubting myself for nothing. Yeah. I'm actually on track.
Yeah.
You know,
I want to ask you, has anyone ever told you that you've done, oh, that's so wrong.
You're
you should
hella
not,
dumb.
You're super dumb. You should never be in law school. I'm going to guess not. I'm going to guess
I think
no
you would have
one's
added
ever-
that to the entry.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I'm going to guess not. These are all just thoughts in your head, and that is imposter syndrome. It is. And I hate to break it to you, but it never goes away.
Nope.
You could be 30 years down in your field, and a lot of people still question if they should be there.
Turn it into a good thing though. It doesn't go away in the best way possible. I think it keeps people humble.
Yeah, it lights a fire too.
I think as we get older, you learn how to take what you need and don't listen to the rest of what that like little green monster is saying in your ear.
We have a lot of lawyer listeners.
Yeah. I wouldn't like think that.
No. Wow. You guys are super smart.
Does that mean we're smart?
I think so.
Or are we like, they're like, oh, they can like turn off their brain because we're hella dumb, you know? They're like, I need to go listen to Oddvice.
That makes more sense.
Because I don't need to fucking think about anything.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Whatever. Okay, next entry. Long distance boyfriend, what should I do?
Ooh.
Hi, guys. First of all, love the pod. You guys are just so cool, and I love your vibes.
Aww.
Okay, so I, 23, have a boyfriend, 24, of now 2 years, and have never loved anyone the way I love him. He's genuinely the sweetest boy ever. He makes me feel like the most beautiful, loved woman ever, and I've never been so happy with him, and it's a super healthy relationship, something I've been waiting for. He's just everything a girl could ask for, and it's just amazing. I can wholeheartedly say that I'm going to marry this man. We've talked about it, and I know he feels the same way. So here's the problem. He moved to Florida.
God, there's so many things wrong with that sentence.
He moved to Florida.
God.
I still live in PA. That's Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. He had to move as his family moved, and we weren't in a position to live by ourselves at the moment. Fast forward to now, I'm a hairstylist, and I've been one for a year now, and he's in sales for IT and tech software.
Money
In Florida.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out who should move where, and I was trying to see from his perspective. He loves it in Florida, and it's a new cool place to explore, so I feel like it's only fair that I give it a chance. Like I said, I'm 23, I'm so young, and I just started my career, and I can always come back is how I try to look at it. However, I've never been away from home. I didn't go to college. I've never been away from them. I'd be leaving everything back here in Pennsylvania. My family, my brother, my sister, who's my literal best friend, my other friends, and my dog as well. I live with my parents, so she's their dog, but my bestie girl. I just don't know what to do. My boss said I'd always have a job at her salon if I changed my mind and come back, so there's also a plus. But what advice could you give me? Should I be the one to move? You guys moved away from home. How is it? How do you get over being homesick? Do you ever regret it? Any advice would be greatly appreciated. I love you guys and both. I love you guys both and wishing you the best. Sorry, this was long. I hope it made sense. P.S. You can keep an on or just use my first name. I truly don't mind. Which one should I do?
What's her name?
Guess.
Give me some kind of energy.
3 syllables and like pale yellow and pale pink.
Jessica?
No, but like same vibe.
Brittany? Jennifer?
It's 3 syllables.
Jennifer.
We said Brittany.
I don't know. What's her name?
Emily.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with this. I think you should go. I think like all your concerns are something that will always be there. I think you're just having the normal, like, do I leave home kind of internal battle, especially at 23. I would try it and you can always come back. I think there's a lot of amazing hair opportunity in Florida too.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like you're moving somewhere that is, only benefiting him and you'd be like regressing in your personal career, because that's never the answer. I think this would be really, really good for you. I think it'd be a good
like step out of your comfort zone too.
Exactly.
Because I think that's
like
what's holding
independence.
you. Yeah. That's what's holding you to Pennsylvania too, is your family's there. Like you said, it's all you've ever known.
Everything.
But that's why you're being drawn to stay, is because it's comfortable and it's all you've ever known. So I think it's a good thing, especially at your age, to make yourself uncomfortable. Go do something that feels outside of your norm, and
now's the time to do it.
Now's the time to do it. And you will see a lot of, even though you're moving essentially for the relationship, it will do a lot for you independently too. Even if it doesn't work out and you end up finding, oh my God, I love living on my own. I love this independence.
I love Florida.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my God.
Then you stay out there. Like, I think you can only take good from this.
Yeah.
Because you have a strong foundation. You have a really good case scenario here, honestly. It's just like,
there's low risk.
Very low risk. Like, go try it out. You could always come back. And honestly, you asked like what we do and like how we did it when we moved away. I keep that in mind forever. Like, the Bay will always be there. I can always go back to the Bay. I can visit if I'm feeling homesick, whatever it is. But I want to do me, and I want to discover things independently.
Outside of the family unit and what you've always known.
And then you can bring home those lessons and those life experiences when you eventually go back home, whether it's 30 years down the line or next year, you just want to try Florida for a year. Take it day by day. Maybe go and sign one lease. Say, I'm just going to try it for a year and just see where that puts you in 365 days. You'd be surprised.
I think it's also a generational thing too, because like our parents were so, maybe this is just like a California thing. I don't think so. But our parents were so like hometown is such a easy place to land.
Yeah.
And I think our generation more so is like itching and willing to get out of that norm and experiencing things outside of the family unit.
Yeah.
So follow that.
Yeah, I think it's important to leave your hometown for at least a little bit. I'm not shitting on anybody who still lives in their hometown. I think that's a totally very common, very normal and healthy, beautiful way of life. But to learn and to see and to put yourself in another, whether it's another culture, another community, and just another place, like what you see, the different trees, different grocery stores, like
it does something to the psyche.
Yes, it opens up your mind in ways that staying in your hometown couldn't. So I would encourage anybody to try at least for a year to live away from home, and you'll probably want to stay longer.
Okay, here's the next one. It's called, Should I Consider My Health or Follow My Dream Career? Hello, girlies. First, let me just say that you guys are my friends from a different continent, and I love your podcast.
Which continent are you from?
My name is Iona, and I am from Romania, and I honestly don't know what to do, said everyone in the world, LOL. I am a chef, and I love it. I get everything from this job: stress, happiness, sexism, adrenaline, fear, but most importantly, satisfaction. It is definitely not easy, especially being a girl in this field, but I love it. The feeling I get when men at work taste something I make and just say it is good with a surprising face because they don't want to hype a girl up is priceless. Now, sadly, it is becoming very hard for me to do it. due to lower back pain I discovered some years ago through an MRI that I have not one but 2 herniated discs.
Ugh.
The doctors say they are not so bad, meaning I don't need surgery, but once in a while I have episodes of severe pain. And when I say pain, I mean days of inability of walking, standing straight, and crying my ass off because of how bad it hurts. Thanks to my boyfriend, I was able to go to the bathroom and shower. That's how you know he is the one.
Oh.
Last week, I had my hardest episode. I had to do an infiltration, which means 3 injections on the nerve in order for the disc to not be touching anymore. Now, when I asked about continuing with my job, the doctors say I can continue to do it, but I'm not allowed to carry heavy things, which is a daily activity in the kitchen. I need to do kinetotherapy. Have you heard of that?
No.
Kinetotherapy all my life, or at least swim, and keep in mind these episodes will continue to occur. I will be able to maintain them on a lower level of pain. Any advice? My gut tells me to do everything it takes for me to continue being a chef. I just am scared of something worse happening. Thank you for reading. Keep going with the podcast. Drink water, and if you ever plan on coming to Romania, hit me up so I can cook you something. Hugs. Here's a photo of me as a chef. Oh,
Ratatouille! Wow, you're
so
cool.
badass.
You're cool. I could tell.
Oh my God, you're so kick-ass.
This
is so hard.
I know your doctor said you don't need surgery, but is surgery like an option? Because then that'd be a way to fix it and literally have the best of both worlds here.
Yeah.
It would take some time off, obviously. I understand it's like not just like a quick surgery and you're out, but I think that could be worth, I mean, you're clearly very young. Like that could be worth doing now so you don't run into this later when surgery is going to be harder on the body.
Right. I mean, I honestly don't know anything about what you're going through, but is it reversible?
That's what my mom just got.
Okay.
So my mom just got like in full neck surgery, you guys. She had a herniated disc in her neck.
Okay.
And I know that's different than the spine and everything, but she got that 2 Mondays ago, about a week and a half ago, a little over. And she's like, we were on FaceTime the other day and she was like turning her neck. Like she's okay. Like she's good. And she already feels better.
Yeah.
So it is like a freaky surgery. I get it. Like, but I would ask.
Good point.
If you can do it. I think that would make it so you're fixing the problem, forever. And
before it gets worse.
Right. And then you can still be a chef.
Yeah. Good point.
I don't know. I think that's number one option.
And at the end of the day, I think if your gut's telling you to continue doing what you love to do, I would continue doing.
Then it really is worth it.
Yeah.
To do a surgery and so you can continue. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry though. I
couldn't even imagine.
Disc stuff it's so hard because it's like you either do a surgery or they tell you what they're telling you, you don't lift things, you swim, and you just get injections to like keep the pain at bay. But that was kind of the conversation I had with my mom. I was like, yeah, you can do that forever too, because her doctors gave her that option.
Yeah.
I was like, or, do the surgery now when you're as young as you're going to be. She's like 55, 56, I think 56. And she's already feeling so much better. So
yeah, I
don't know. I'm sorry that you're going through this though. Back pain is so distracting. It's like so frustrating when like you're well rested and your mood is to do XYZ, to go to work and be a chef, but then your back doesn't let you do it.
Your body's like stopping you from doing what you love every day.
It's a mind fuck, and it creates a resentment to your own body, which you also never want to do because that can create a lot of health issues. So to answer the subject of your thing, you said my health or my career or whatever, both. Because you can, and that's a good place to be. Okay, next entry. Subject line is, my heart says I'm losing, but my mind says I'm winning.
Okay.
I need that on like a shirt. Hi, beautiful gals. I want to start off by saying I love you both so much. Kristen, I have been a longtime supporter of you ever since you made your first appearance on Liza's channel.
Whoa.
And have loved Alex since the first time her name was mentioned.
Oh.
Thank you guys so much for the advice you both share. All of us listeners and supporters would all agree that you are the sisters we wish we could have. even though literally we have you right here. So enough of the corny intro of how much I love you. I have had a lot of ups and downs the past couple years, dealt with depression, struggled with my self-worth. My mental health was the worst it had ever been. I was in a long-term relationship of almost 5 years with who I thought was my person. Long story short, he broke up with me when he wanted to start again. I made the decision to keep us broken up. Good for you.
Yeah.
While I was in the relationship, he had lied to me multiple times, cheated multiple times, and I knew I didn't deserve it, but I couldn't help but keep trying. My mental health had become the worst it ever been, but the times when it was just us, I was truly happy when he focused on only me. I couldn't help but cling to that with my nails dug in so deep till they were practically breaking off. To give you a time frame, we had broken up around October 2023. Fast forward to now, he got into the military, which I was beyond proud of him for because it had been something he had been struggling to commit to, and he actually pulled it off and committed to. Our communication had been off and on throughout our breakup due to me having trouble fully letting go. We have dogs together and live together, etc. I'm a lover by default, so I just couldn't ignore my heart screaming to contact him when it did. We had exchanged letters, and when he called me while in boot camp, there were tears since he had gotten into a relationship with someone 5 months after we broke up. I know what you're going to say. That should have been enough for you to give it up, and I agree. It was. We had an argument and everything, and I made it clear I wouldn't be anything if he was in a relationship. He had told me that he ended it with her and he wanted me back, apologizing for everything he did to me and more. I broke and wanted him back all over again. My gut was telling me no, but my heart couldn't help but keep fighting. I followed my gut and said I wouldn't let go. Not even a few weeks, I caved and reached out to try again and actively worked to pursue him. I'm so sorry this is long and messy. We had been talking on and off, and he told me that he was not with anybody and didn't want a relationship due to him possibly getting sent overseas, and it wouldn't be fair to me. I understood, but still couldn't stop the feelings of wanting to try to get him to want me again. We had engaged in phone canoodling via text and FaceTime, and times like that made me feel like I was getting closer with him again. However, my gut was telling me something was off, something was wrong. Of course, as I was getting comfortable again and letting those walls fall, I find out he's still with the girl he told me he wasn't with. Oh my God. I shattered completely all over again. I found out via a third party that was unaware that I had been actively pursuing him again. I reached out to him and played it cool as if I had no idea because for once I just wanted the honest truth from his mouth, and I wanted him to be a man and tell me. Of course, that's not how things work, and he played it dumb to the very end, saying he was not in a relationship with anybody. I played it dumb, and we ended our communication last week. My heart screams that I lost my person and was betrayed all over again, which has spiraled me into depression. But I know deep down, the universe, God, Buddha, Zeus, whichever being is running the show, knew that I couldn't move on without being completely destroyed and thrown into a rage. However, I still feel lost. I know that it isn't the type of relationship I want or deserve, but I can't help but miss the days when it was just us, or our laughs when we were good. I can't help but look at our paths and think, where did I go wrong? Sorry for the messy dramatics. I love you both. I don't know if this will reach you, but typing out a little tidbit of my thoughts helps a lot. With so much love, one of your supporters, sent from iPhone. I want to give you a big hug because I know what you're feeling right now, and this person is throwing you through the loop.
At the end of the day, but your person wouldn't do this to you.
It's throwing you through the loop and through this toxic cycle, and I think you're right. This is the only way it could have ended. And you said, I can't help but think, I lost my person. I still don't feel relief. You're not going to feel relief right away because the reason you were going back and you said even in here, trying to convince him to want you again is because there's something that toxic cycle is literally feeding off of, and it's taking away your self-worth. Like does that make sense? Like you're putting your worth into fighting for something rather than just like simply fighting for yourself to be happy alone. And that's why when that person or that relationship's gone, like it is right now, you feel this like sense of empty. Let that be a sign for you that it's time to work on you, because as hard as getting out of any relationship, even fucking getting out of healthy relationships, it's always going to be hard. You never want to feel this empty, because that shows that you've put lost yourself in that relationship.
You've put every bit of your self-worth into this relationship and into how he values you.
Yeah.
Which is not...
That's not ideal.
No, it's not ideal. And he clearly hasn't valued you. So you were then put in a position to lower your self-worth because you thought that's what you deserved. Mm-hmm. And you thought that was love, and that was the sacrifice for this relationship, is to continue in this cycle. But all it did was lower your self-worth.
Yep.
So now that you're out of it and you are seeing, oh, I know I don't deserve that kind of relationship or that kind of love, but I feel like I lost my person. Your true person wouldn't have put you through this wouldn't have lowered your self-worth to this point where you then believe that you deserve it.
Yep. That isn't love.
No.
That was
manipulation.
Yeah. What you felt was love in like a relative way, like, you know, like your heart swelled for somebody. I'm not going to take that away from you, but that wasn't sustainable love.
No.
That wasn't like, if you keep searching for a love like that, you will keep running into this cycle. And that, I don't even have to know you on a personal level to tell you that that is the goddamn truth. Like you will just keep running into the cycle.
Yeah. And I think you even mentioning that you miss the times and loved the times where it was just you two and it was really good. I think that was your love coming through, and that was you recognizing your capabilities of loving someone, and that's the feeling that you liked. You didn't like what he gave you. He was just a placeholder, a vessel in how you saw yourself loving someone, and that's something that he won't be able to take away from you. That's something that you will be able to bring into future loves and future relationships. Because that's your capability of how you love.
Yeah. I would avoid ever putting yourself in a situation where you have to convince somebody to want you again. That it broke my heart to read that. And you're not alone in that though. Like this is a very, very common cycle for love. It sadly, or I shouldn't say for love, for relationships. This is a copy and paste entry. We get a lot of entries about this, and so we speak to all people who have written in or haven't written in or going through a situation like this silently. Like it's not going to get better. If you have to convince and you have to constantly, like, it's one thing to like work on something. I do get that. And like, it's one thing to like work on something. I think that's very admirable and something that I think our generation does need to do. Like we get so caught up in like, whatever, and we give up.
Yeah.
But that's not this, because you're working on something isn't the same as convincing someone. And like be like,
his actions haven't changed through all of this.
Like you're exactly. You guys aren't working on it.
No.
You were just the one
who's brushing his actions off the table, thinking,
make it like,
okay, yeah, this is how we make it work, is forgetting that you've done all this, but that's not working on something. That's just brushing shit under the rug and hoping and praying that he never does it again.
Yeah.
But his actions have not changed at all.
And will not.
So you brushing it off the table is not the answer here. You have to eliminate yourself from the situation.
Right. If his actions aren't changing by the shock of you leaving him, they ain't never gonna change. Like there's nothing that's gonna like shake him enough to be like, no, oh shit. Because he doesn't see value in the love. No. He doesn't see enough value. And not to say that's you. I'm not saying doesn't see value in
this is
you.
100% a him problem.
It's a fully projection. We're all mirrors. Like that's a deeper topic. But like I want to leave you with that, because at the end you said, I can't help but thinking, where did I go wrong? You did not go wrong. It's just, you can just look at it as it's just not a fucking match, because it wasn't. Like, it's not a match because the universe, all the parallels you said, whoever's running the show, like you said, I love how you said that, is throwing you guys into this literal like battlefield all the fucking time because they're trying to shake you to show you that like this isn't your person, you know? Like think about the relationships you look up to. Are they going through the same shit? And if they are, fuck. That's a bigger issue and you know, time for therapy. But like that just isn't right. Like I hate getting these entries. It just breaks my heart, you guys. Like these cycles are so, please just see the cycles for what they are. It's clearly a sign that it's like oil and water. Mm-hmm. Like it's just not fucking meshing and not working, not a match. Nobody's fault, just not a match. Take it for what it is and walk away. So much easier said than done. But
you can't change people.
No, God, no.
People are gonna do what they want to do.
Either, right? Like
you shouldn't want to have to like convince or change your person and mold them to be your person.
You want to cross paths with someone who's already that.
Yeah.
And like, sure, relationships come with compromise and all the things, and you learn each other. But like, you can't say that this is the same thing as that.
You can't like convince your partner to not cheat on you.
Imagine that should never have to be a compromise. No. That should never have to be. Hey, can we just? I just want to make sure we're on the same page about this.
You still love me, right? Even though you were with that girl.
No. Oh my God.
No way, Jose.
He's cheating because he
doesn't value your relationship.
Because he doesn't value himself. Do you want to be with someone who doesn't even know how to hold down a good person in their life? Mm-hmm. Like they're pushing you out of their life because they're miserable in their own body, in their own mind.
Yeah. Who knows? We'll never know why people cheat, but they'll cheat. And you can't change that.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to cheat if they're going to cheat.
But there's also people who won't cheat.
Yes.
So go to those people instead.
Yeah. Let's find those.
I'm very sorry you're dealing with this. I'm sorry if this was harsh. I get so worked up. But
you're not alone.
Yeah, God, no. Stay strong. Don't go back. Mm-mm. It's not going to be different next time. And if he tries to make you feel like it's different, buyer beware. Like if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. And I think you guys have beaten this horse. You really, good on you, and be proud of yourself that you tried as much as you could, but when
you have to know when to stop.
Yeah. When trying starts depleting you, you're giving yourself, it's too big of a risk,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no payoff.
You away.
No.
Exactly.
Okay. Here is the last one. Hi, Alex and Kristen. My roommate, this is called I Love Him, but My Mind is Wandering. Ooh. My roommate / best friend and I have been listening for a long time now. We love you guys and feel like we can relate to you both so much on so many levels that it makes us slightly emotional. Oh, I won't fangirl. I won't fangirl right now because that's not why I've come to you. Please keep anonymous. My boyfriend and I have been together for almost 10 months now, and it's probably been the most joyful time I've had in years. Let's just call him Ed in this situation. Ed's been my rock, my best friend, and my biggest cheerleader from the very beginning, even when we were long distance for the first 3 to 4 months of our relationship. He's also been my roommate / bestie's friend since before I came in the picture. He told her he was going to make me his girlfriend before asking me. Like, come on. Mm-hmm. The cute, precious guy he is. I never doubted him while he was away for school. I always trusted him and always will, but sometimes there's signs that it's not being reciprocated. I mean, people always say if your partner is coming at you with trust issues, it might be because they're hiding something from you. They don't say that for no reason. Being the mature and demure lady I am, it's been vocalized and resolved as a couple and is something that we're working on. Now, here's my conundrum. Another man has been on my brain lately, and to be totally transparent, a girl from my past. Yes, I'm a member of the LGBTQ community. It kind of has me spiraling. This guy, Peter, was the one before Ed, and may I just say, Peter is a beautiful, tall, and funny man with the kissing skills of a man written by a woman. I swear to God. I'm not sure what it is about him, but I've been thinking about him lately, and it probably doesn't help that I work with his roommate. Yikers. Yikers. I won't say much about the girl, although I want to. It will take way too long to explain it all. The amount of relationships that I've been in is pretty slim, but I'm aware of the maturity it takes to make them work. I know they come with challenges, and it's not always sparkles with unicorns and rainbows. I've never felt the way I feel with Ed. He's so amazing, and I can tell he's trying to work on his own issues while I'm doing the same. We're making it work as a pair, but most importantly as individuals. My thoughts about other people just have me feeling guilty as hell, and I'm stuck. Like, do I have to break up with him because my mind is going places it shouldn't be? Is this my gut trying to tell me something I don't know? Am I a horrible girlfriend for thinking this? I'm freaking out a little bit, guys. If you read this far, please help a woman out and tell me the best way you think I should handle this. Also, happy belated Alex, my fellow September baby. Oh, thank you. Happy belated. P.S. Kristen and Alex, y'all are kicking ass, and I look up to you both so much, even if you're only a few years older. LOL, you guys are like my older sisters. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think you just want to be single right now.
Yeah.
Is that, yeah?
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. I don't know. 10 months it might feel like a long period of time, especially in a new relationship.
Yeah.
But 10 months is a short amount of time, especially in a relationship. Mm-hmm. First of all, you're not a bad girlfriend and you're not a bad person. And these aren't wild thoughts that you're having. I think it's just your psyche telling you you're not ready to be in a committed relationship right now, which is totally fine and normal and okay. And you even you said you're a couple years younger than us, which I'm going to put you at like 4 or 5.
4 or 5, give or take.
24 or 25-ish. I just think you want to be single, and that's fine.
As you should.
And I think with Ed, I don't know your guys' relationship at all, but is this something where he kind of like courted you and you guys just ended up in maybe I'm just like reading this wrong, but like ended up in a committed relationship, but then you're kind of pedaling backwards and you're like, wait, but did I actually want a committed relationship?
That's a good point.
So ask yourself that. And again, I could be totally just reading the wrong vibe here, but for you to be thinking about this other guy and like how he kisses, I think that's telling you that you just don't want to be in a committed relationship quite yet.
Yeah, because I don't know, like I think humans will always be attracted to other humans,
and it's very healthy to
still be like, oh my god, like that person's cute as fuck. Like,
yep,
that's normal. But yeah, I think like Alex said, to be thinking about the way they kiss and everything, that's where I'm like, again, you're not a bad person, but I think you're at a fork in the road where this could get bad, because that, like, if tables were turned, you wouldn't want him essentially leading you on if he was thinking about other people the way that you're thinking about these two individuals. I also, where my gut went right away was, you know, he expressed some trust issues. I think he's picking up on you, kind of pulling away subconsciously, consciously, both. I don't know. We can't be in his head, but like, I think that's what it is. I think he knows that your mind is wandering. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're in the fork of the road where you either need to like, I hate to say like shut off that part, or you need to gauge if it's strong enough to where you need to be single. Yeah.
That's a good, like, you need to understand if this is something that will kind of, you know, fizzle and die off. But if this is something that's actually like you adamant in your head, you're like, oh my god, I can't stop thinking about other people, then you need to acknowledge it and actually make moves.
That's not fair to Ed.
No, like, it isn't, because like, poor guy, you're like,
hooking up and your girl's thinking about someone else.
Yeah. Ooh, no.
Ouchie, my poor widow heart.
No. And
that's not right. And you just, you know, I just say in times like this, switch your perspective. How would you want to be treated? How would you want Ed to move if he was in this?
If he was thinking about other people.
Treat him the way you would want to be treated in this situation.
Yeah. Let us know.
Yeah, keep us updated.
Yeah.
That's really icky, and good on you for admitting it though. I think like this shows your character, and you wrote in about it. You know it's not the right thing to do, but
you know, something's in the air and something's got to give.
Yeah. You definitely gotta, something's gotta change. You can't just stay in this middle ground.
Yeah. And that goes for all of you too. Update us on all of this. And if we give you advice,
take it.
When we give you guys advice, please like write back. Like we want to be up to date with what you guys are going through. And like almost all of you guys have said it feels good to even write this out, even if we don't read it. So even if this is always a place, a safe space for you guys to let out what you're going through. And if we read it and we give you advice, I hope you guys take it.
Fucking take it. Because we know everything.
Yeah.
Ever. And we're perfect. So you might want to learn from us.
All I'm thinking about right now
is if someone's never listened, this is our first episode, they're like, these fucking narcissists.
No, all I'm thinking about right now is the next colors I'm gonna do for my bracelets.
Oh yeah, she's fiending. She came in this morning with my finished anklet, and it looked like she hadn't slept. Like she'd been working on it all night. I really do like it though.
Slaving away. Yeah, it looks cute on you.
When's your next? Like, who's your next? Link
I'm gonna make
you.
I'm gonna make mine.
Okay. What's your color palette?
I'm gonna do the same color as my bridesmaid's dress.
Oh, that's cute.
But like different shades, like different
monochromatic.
Yeah.
That's cute. Very cute.
Yeah.
Oh, you should make one for Brie and give it to her. Make it blue, something blue on her wedding day.
Wait, stop! I'm gonna cry.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, I'm going
to.
She'll
eat that up.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Oh,
very cute.
And that's so her. Like she said, yeah.
Like low key, meaningful. It's not like I got you a Louis bag. Like it's meaningful.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Cute.
Well, aloha, guys. We're going to Hawaii this week.
Oh, I'm so excited. My first time.
Yeah, I'm fucking stoked. I'm so excited. Patreon's episode will be over Zoom on Friday, which just a heads up.
Oh, right.
Next Monday will be pre-recorded because we're going to still be in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Holler. I'm so excited. Next time we see you, hopefully we'll be tan. Love you guys. Have a good week. Don't lead people on and stay hydrated and up your fiber intake.
Yes. And just break up.
Yeah. Seriously. All those. Do all those and you should be fine.
Yeah. You should be good. And follow your passion.
Follow your passions and go watch The Substance. Let us know what you think.
And fuck the American health system.
Yeah. But also get health insurance.
If you need it. But like if you don't, you're good.
Yeah, you're fine. Until you're not.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Have a good week.
We'll see you.
Bye.